Hello and welcome to this lecture on search engine marketing. So some things that you should learn after going through this chapter and watching this video are that you have a better understanding of how search engines work. You understand the difference between pay-per-click and your search engine optimization and what that exactly means. So what exactly is a search engine? And so most of you are probably very familiar with Google, Bing, or Yahoo. Those are all search engines, and there's a whole list of other search engines that are out there. But these are programs that go out there and index the web. And once a web page has been indexed, then it gets cataloged for you to go and look for things. So when you type in something you're looking for on the internet, say you're using Google, then it brings you back a list of sites that you can use. So at the top of the list are paid sites. That is, some company or person is paid to have their URL, their web address listed there. And then the sites below are called organic search results. And so that's what a search engine does. Now it has these little programs called bots that go out and index your page. That is, it's looking for content that matches the title, that your links are all working, and some other items that it looks to check to make sure that that particular web page is done. The better that you meet what the search engine is looking for, the higher in that organic search result your website will appear. So that's what you're after, is trying to get a high ranking. So here's an example that's out of your book of some different market shares for different search engines. Some of these search engines you may have never heard about, and you may even have thought about, are they a search engine or not? And so you can see things like eBay. You may not have ever thought that was a search engine. You got some old ones here like America Online, so on. So this site represents a more current market share of the different types of search engines. So you have something called Excite, AOL, Ask, Baidu, probably not pronouncing it correctly, Yahoo, Bing, and then you see who's now got a much larger market share, which is Google. So the output of a search or a result are the things that I was talking about. So that a organic search result, so that's the listings on your SERP that are based on whatever the search engine algorithm, which is a step-by-step set of steps that it's looking for, versus the paid search results, which come up at the top. And SERP stands for Search Engine Results Page. So here I typed in systems management in a Google site, and you can see here the paid search results. Actually says add here. I can scroll down, gives me a definition of systems management, and then you see these type of results, and these are your organic search results that I'm talking about. So then the question becomes, why are we so interested in search engines and search engine optimization? And so when we talked about online advertising, we were talking about having goals and campaigns. And so this too relates to a goal of part of your campaign, is how do you get the visibility out there. And so if you're not going to be ranked high, then you're not going to come up in that search engine result page as high as you could. And a lot of times, just think about what you do yourself. If that first page is listed there, you might click on one or two, you might scan them a little bit, but then that's it. You don't go on to the other pages that are part of that result. And so you want to try and get on that first page. And so the better that whatever is your campaign, whatever you're selling, can meet whatever the user might have typed in to bring that up on the page, the better your chances are of turning that user into a customer. And so some other things to keep in mind would be is that not only are you wanting to make money through your campaign, but the search engines also want to make money by selling the advertising. The webmasters want to make money by doing more web development. In order to get known to be a good web developer, you need to make sure that the content is going to allow those search engines to give you a higher ranking. And so if you look at this last point, the site owners, the people who develop websites, and the people that are marketing these services or products all want to have that web page developed in such a way that it drives people to your website. And so that, again, you're looking for that search engine optimization. And so to better understand what a web search engine does, you need to understand how it sends out little pieces of code or scripts to look at new pages or look at updated pages all the time. And so they have little programs that will crawl the web. Sometimes they're named or called bots or spiders. They will index all the content that's on each individual page. As they are looking for information, they will run queries on that page to see how the title matches up with the content and the links and where it's going and how relevant those links are to the content on the page that it's indexing. And then that gives you an overall index. So that gives you that ranking. So I went out and just typed in search engine optimization for Google. We see the ads that come up at the top. And then I'm just going to go to the first site that I see that's part of the organic search results. And you can then go here and it's actually saying, do you need search engine optimization? It kind of steps you through different things. Here's a starter guide if you're interested in learning more about doing that, especially if you're going to open up your own website on the I shouldn't say website, but business on the internet. Then you want to make sure that you go through and look at this and make sure that your website is meeting these criteria. There's a Google Webmaster Guidelines, talks about things that webmasters should understand about search engine optimization and so on. Don't want to turn this into an HTML class. We'll do a little bit of that later on, but I wanted to point out, this is how you find that information and where you need to go. So in case you missed it, those two big parts of the search engine then are the search engine optimization, the SEO, and the PPC, which deals with the pay-per-click. And so those are those search engine results page that are the ads that are at the top, and then the organic results are underneath that. And so on our last slides here, we'll bring it all together in terms of what do we mean then by search engine marketing. It's a combination of both search engine optimization and this pay-per-click, if you will. And so with the search engine optimization, it's long term, high volume. You're going to get more exposure to branding and awareness. But you're going to have to go and research all of those search engines that your users might be using. And you're going to have to develop things so that you're meeting those. And you may not be able to meet all of them. And you can't get everything for every search engine that might be out there. So that's what I mean by the lots of ongoing work. Right? You may not see your results immediately because you're making those changes all the time. Now, if you go with this pay-per-click, you're going to sign up with the company that says, okay, I want to just have my website and I'll pay to have it displayed at the top of people's search results if it meets certain keywords. And so it's quick, it's low cost setup. Because you're getting that in there automatically and it's coming up based on what a user might be typing in or searching for, it's easy to measure and track. And so there's not as much development time as if you were just trying to develop this for that search engine specifically. All right. Long term, though, using the PPC, it can be a little bit more expensive, and they may start the search engines may start charging you more and more, but you've got to watch that and make sure it's working, make sure it's part of your campaign, and making sure that you're getting good results and using your money wisely. And so that ends this chapter on search engine marketing.